So why I threw away my life in the West to come to the Philippines at 45 years old. In America, they teach us you work until you're 65. When you're 65, you get to enjoy 8 years until the average death age of 73 or 74 years old in my country. Basically, I reject that thought. In the age of digital nomad and YouTube and making digital money, that is kind of a silly thought. I had been unhappy in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I was residing for quite some time, and I had attempted to move back to my hometown, Thousand Oaks, California. And one of my exes kind of begged me back, and I went out there only to realize that she was just too masculine for me, and that she looked her age and had put on weight, and really it was just mainly just her masculine attitude. I wasn't interested in dating someone that was that manly. So I essentially broke it off with her. But then I still ended up moving out there after I'd gone out there on a bit of a discovery trip to go reclaim my status in my hometown. And I went back and I got an apartment, and I met another girl. It was happening very easily. She was a great girl, much more feminine, much younger, in better shape, beautiful blonde girl, Marie. But in the end, it wasn't gonna be for me. I just kind of had it with the West. I was no longer interested in the masculine women, the pricing, and all the things I've mentioned in previous videos. So I went back to Las Vegas, Nevada, and I was miserable. I was miserable for quite some time. I got back into my business, started dating again, kept things going, and I was essentially completely miserable. And I realized that I needed to make a change. I had been thinking Thailand for quite some time, had a Thai ex, had many Asian exes, and had been planning this move for a while, but I hadn't been financially set up in the past. So what happened was I essentially decided I was gonna do it. So I rush renewed my passport. I started to kind of drop little hints to my dad and my sister, the only people that I really cared about. Told some girls that I know, and it ranged from, you're going there for girls to I want to go. It was kind of mixed feelings on that stuff, and I didn't really care what people thought or what their take on it was, because it was about making me happy. So essentially what happened was I decided that I was going to research Thailand. So I got on YouTube and got on the internet and started researching Thailand, and looked great, looked like fun, but it also looked to have an element of pay for play and women using men, as does any country in Southeast Asia, especially a poor one. But I was still moving forward with my plan for that. And then I discovered Philippines. I really did a little test run on the dating sites when I was getting real close. And I just discovered that the women in the Philippines genuinely wanted to meet you, and that the women in Thailand were offering boom boom short time. I noticed that every girl on Thai Friendly was a freelancer. Every girl on Tinder in Thailand was a freelancer. Basically, every girl was a freelancer, period, point blank. So I said, you know what? I better just go to the Philippines, because when I got on the Philippines dating websites, every girl just wanted to meet you. Every girl just wanted to know you. Do they like you're financially secure? They certainly do. Could you get caught up in a long con in the Philippines? You certainly could. But at the end of the day, I decided to throw my life away in my best earning years to come to this turquoise water and enjoy myself and do YouTube and just live a stress-free life. I was so stressed. I was just probably gonna have a heart attack or something. I couldn't really handle the stress of the business that I was running, and the hassles, and the people trying to rob me, and the, you know, family arguing, and the politics, and the anger, and just all that stuff was just enough for me to say, you know what, I've had it. I have an exit plan and I have a way out. I know you're not allowed to do this, and you got to stay and argue with your family, and you got to stay and work your ass off till you look like shit. But I said, fuck it. I still got a little bit left in the tank here. I still look a little bit younger than I am. I still got the energy to walk 10 miles a day. And I'm going to jump ship at 45 rather than 65 and be a tired old man whose only value, you know, in my case, because I'm not a young Don Johnson or anything, it's probably going to be his bank account at that point. There are guys like my dad that, you know, still quite the savage stud at 79. But you know what? I don't know. I just felt like coming out at 45 and just trying my market value out now and just enjoying these turquoise waters. So that's why I left and threw my life away in the United States. And, you know, probably wouldn't be a bad idea for you to do the same if you're not leaving young children behind. And you got, I don't know, 50 grand, come out with 50 grand. And if you can't find a way to make one digital dollar, go home in 4 years. That's assuming you don't get a girlfriend and you spend, you know, $1,100 a month or something. That's what I would do. If that was to happen, you spent 4 years in paradise, 4 years you never forget. Probably dated some of the most beautiful women you've ever dated. You probably soaked up the sun and sat in some Caribbean style beaches like this. And, you know, come back at 50 years old and, you know, settle back into Groundhog Day. But probably won't happen to you because you'll hit it big on YouTube. You'll do Cambly. You'll meet a Filipina and start a business. You become a consultant. You will find some way to make a digital dollar, trade crypto, stocks, whatever the case may be. But listen, that's why I threw my life away in the United States and came to the white sand beaches of Boracay Island, Philippines for a while. Ano sana all.